Greetings, y'all. What's happening? It's your boy Kelly over here. Just trying to put together this follow-up video on the one that probably nobody watched already anyways. So I imagine nobody will watch this one either, but that's okay. I'm going to do it anyways. So let me see. Let me open up this book right here. The previous video that I made was just kind of a something kind of like a new discovery, I suppose, for myself. I don't know. Maybe the whole world already knows this, and I'm just learning it. Who knows? But anyhow, I thought it was kind of important enough, given the nature of the way the world is today, that people ought to know, because potentially it could offer some level of a protective barrier as long as the information gets out. So that's what I'm attempting to do. So let me start off here. Maybe I'll go ahead and close this again anyways. Let me start off here. These pictures right here, this is 4 stapled together pictures. These are close-up images of the rings of Saturn, okay? And if you take a good look here, you notice the little dimples and ripples and whatnot that go along the whole thing. And these aren't put together exactly how they normally would fit. I just kind of made them look like they did. Basically, what you see, if you look real close, is that they're twined. They're roped in a way. They're basically, or braided almost, which kind of gives the implication of intelligence in doing so, intelligence or something of another. So I thought that was pretty interesting when I noticed it, and it actually had reminded me of something that I'd seen before, which was this in one of these horoscopes. This is just kind of an old school one, and it's got all the 12 of the zodiac signs, and then in the center here it's got the triangles. Now in that very center ring, there's individuals, there's beings, like warriors almost, and they're going around in circles around here. And then these here are triangulating around, and they are also doing this twining as well. If you really look close, you can see it. And it's an interesting twine. It almost looks like it was computer generated. Well, obviously I printed it, but anyhow, let's get past that. So when I saw the up close on these rings, I knew it reminded me of something. It had taken me some time to kind of figure it out. And just recently I did. I'm sure a lot of you know that I play guitar, and as such, I had gone on Google Apps and picked up a guitar tuner for my phone, just an application, and I've been using this thing for a while. And it has different variances of ways you can use it, and I have my preferred means and stuck to it. Usually I just do it by ear anyways. But yeah, so just the other night, I kind of realized something, and really kind of hit me, like bricks, like a aha kind of moment. So anyhow, let me just go ahead and show you if you haven't booked it yet. But basically, this is kind of like the fun screen of it. Basically, you can you create sounds and watch how sounds work. Let me see here. I have this thing set up for a couple of different things here. Let me go ahead and show you real quick what sound looks like. Okay, that's a really low tone. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and increase it. I have 2 settings, so it's going to start phasing with each other, and you'll see the looping that I'm talking about. Some more volume. I went a little fast on that, so you didn't see the phasing. But that's what an envelope is. A sound envelope is just 2 sounds that start phasing in and out with each other like a spiral. Okay? And you can actually see them on the screen, so it's kind of fun. Do stuff like this. Okay, so let me go ahead and click that. And we're going to pull you over. That's another guitar tuning setting, and then this is the one that I wanted to get to, because this is what got to me. So if we put these sounds and apply them to this screen, okay, and you take a look and compare that to Saturn's rings. What we got going on here is this is a chord record. That's what Saturn is. Saturn is keeping a record, okay, of all things. It's a cosmic record, if you would, an astronomical record. The rings are a record, just like an album. Basically, the way it works is any successful invention that man creates, whether it's a business or, an invention or a tool, whatever it may be. Anything that's generally going to be successful is going to be created to mimic nature, because nature is successful, okay? And the same is the nature of a courtroom, where they keep a court record, okay? They do that because of the natural environment that they saw around them was successful, so they naturally figured, well, if we're going to do the same kind of thing, because Saturn is the Lord. Saturn is the Lord. When you say the Lord, that's Saturn, Satan. That's the twisted demonic thing, right? Which is just made up. Saturn is the law, the Allah, right? Okay. So therefore, he keeps a record. Okay, he's the God. So. And this may be opinionated, but I feel very strongly about it. So that's why I'm sharing it. Is because the reason why is because when we are in a position where we may be coming to have to experience certain negative things and effects, as per the nature of our, those who call themselves our authority. This kind of information, knowledge is power. This kind of information is, it's like, the truth will set you free, right? That's what they say. And so that's why I'm sharing it.
And the day came when the risk it took to remain tightly closed in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to bloom. This is the element of freedom.
I'm just going to let you go ahead and check this out for a little bit just to see the similarities. So keep in mind, generally the thing that stops an authoritative figure from carrying through with a malicious act, and I've seen this many times, is when they believe that they are being recorded. Okay, you pull out a camera phone and they're going to bark at you, but if they don't think they can do anything about it and it's running, they're generally not going to mess with you. They're not going to go so far because they know it's being recorded, right? You think you're on camera, that's why they put up cameras. So I think what's going on is basically we have a situation where the general public, us out in the community, the workers, have been put into a position where we've been led to believe one thing and the opposite is true, and so we've been put into a situation where we lead a debaucherous life. Not everybody, just I'm saying as a at large. You got people doing all kinds of drugs and selling drugs in the street and pornography and prostitution, all this kind of stuff, and all that stuff goes on in the record. The people who do these things, that would be considered immoral, right? Are to be held accountable, right? That's the nature of this world, and so therefore there's a record of it. And so let's say you get a large society, a large community that is all acting a fool, right? But they've been kind of almost engineered or manufactured that way. They've been programmed into leading that sort of life. And then you say to the powers that be, hey, look at this, look at these people, they're acting idiots, they're acting a fool. May we go ahead and impose some force upon them? And then the powers that be say, well, yes, they are acting, bad, immoral. Go ahead, you have my permission. And then so the powers that be here say, well, okay, let's go ahead and train these new law enforcement officials to be very aggressive and because this needs to be done, or our species is going to be wiped out. See, but they've engineered both sides of it and tricked the higher powers that be into giving permission. And now you have a situation where the people who are going to be put at danger didn't know any better, and you have a situation where the people who are going to fix it don't know any better, and now you have a double-edged sword. You have you have a huge problem, right? So my intent is that this gets shared not just to us here, the workers, but to those in the position of badge, authority, gun, baton, cuff. Because they need to know, they need to realize that, see, if they, they're going to be, I don't want to say they're going to do anything. What I'm saying is, if they are led into this position where they are going to harm innocent people, they're going to have it far worse than we will. Okay, they're going to have it far worse than we will, in the long run. You see what I'm saying? Because they can beat us down and murder us, right? And we'll be done, and then we'll go see the judge, right? Essentially, right? That's how it works. So, if they, but we didn't injure anybody. We haven't harmed anybody. They're just under the impression that we are pissing off the higher powers that be, so they're doing what they believe is right. But see, they're going to injure, harm, because they harmed me. It's, I'm not going to get on that, but they're going to have it far worse. And I just don't want any, who wants anybody to have it bad, right? So anyways, that's the reason behind this video, the nature of it, and I'm a little, somber about it right now, just because it's weighing on me heavily. So, if y'all would share it, or if maybe this is all just news to me and y'all got this already down, I don't know, but on the chances that you don't, I'm going to put it up, and hopefully it'll get out there to the right places, and love will prevail, so to speak, right? This song is The Grudge by Tool, by the way. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up since it's coming up on 13 minutes and 30 seconds, 14 minutes almost. So, love everybody. And, I'm certain everything's going to work out fine. I guess maybe I'm nervous, but it's because I care. All right.